The problem states, identify the slope and y-intercept of the line 2x minus 5y equals 10. To identify the slope and y-intercept of this line, the easiest way is to change this equation to look like y equals mx plus b. Because the m in this case is the slope and the b is the y-intercept. Therefore, when we change this equation to the slope-intercept form, the y equals mx plus b equation, it's easy to identify the slope and the y-intercept. Therefore, we're pretty much just solving for y in this case. So we want to move everything that's not y to this side. So first thing we're going to move is the 2x. So in order to move this over to this side, this is positive, so we have to subtract 2x. Because we're bringing the whole thing over here. So we're going to subtract 2x to this side. So we know 2x minus 2x cancels out. So we're left with negative 5y on this side. Equals, here on this side it's 10 minus 2x. They are not like terms, so we can't group them. We can't simplify this anymore. But we know the slope-intercept form that y equals mx plus b, the x, the variable with the x, is first. So we're going to write the minus 2x first. And then bring down the 10. Since 10 is positive, it's going to be plus 10. And now we have to solve for y. So it's negative 5 times y. So since it's multiplication, we have to do the opposite, which is division. So we're going to divide by negative 5 in order to solve for y. In order to get rid of this negative 5, we divide by negative 5 to cancel that out. So what we do on one side, we have to do on this side. So we're also going to divide each term on this side by negative 5. So now negative 5 divided by negative 5 is just 1, so we're left with y equals negative divided by negative is positive. So this is just going to be 2 over 5. Because negative 2 divided by negative 5 becomes positive 2 over 5. X. Now, positive divided by negative is a negative. And 10 divided by 5 is 2. So now we have it in y equals mx plus b form. So we identify the m as 2 over 5. And the b in this case is negative 2. So like I said in the beginning, the m is the slope, the b is the y-intercept. So for the problem, the slope for this equation is 2 over 5. And the b is the y-intercept. And we know the y-intercept is written as 0, y. So in this case, the y is negative 2. Because in this form, the b is always 0, b is the y-intercept. So whatever b is going to just be the y in the y-intercept. Therefore, in this case, it's 0, negative 2. Because we know that the y-intercept, the x is always 0. And the b is given as the y. So for this problem, when it tells us to identify the slope for this equation, this line, we figured out that the slope is 2 over 5, and the y-intercept is 0, negative 2.